Good evening. Now we discuss binomial coefficients. The coefficients NC0, NC1, NC2 up to NCn in the expansion of a plus b raised to n. In the expansion of a plus b raised to n are called the binomial coefficients of order n. Now they are not independent. There is certain relation amongst them. We are going to discuss the same. First, an interesting result which we are going to prove is sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is 2 raised to n. Means what? NC0 plus NC1, don't write, plus NC2 up to NCn is nothing but 2 raised to n. How to express this in words? Sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is 2 raised to n. Second result which we are going to prove is NC0 plus NC2 plus NC4 dot equal to NC1 plus NC3 plus NC5 plus dot. Can you guess right hand side? Yes, it is 2 raised to n minus 1. Now, NC0, NC2, NC4 are binomial coefficients with even suffixes, or we call them as even coefficients. And NC1, NC3, NC5 are called as odd coefficients. Usually we drop this prefix n and we say that C0 plus C2 plus C4 plus dot equal to C1 plus C3 plus C5 plus dot. Each sum is 2 raised to n minus 1. It is quite logical. We prove second result from first result. Now, let me explain the proof. What is 1 plus x raised to n? It is 1, or for 1, I will write NC0 because when I say of order n has to be a natural number. So what is 1 plus x raised to n? I will say NC0, okay, plus NC1 into x. See, I'm not writing 1 raised to n, 1 raised to n minus 1 because each of that term is 1. Plus NC2 x square up to what? NCn x raised to n. Okay. Now, in this result, put x equal to 1. See what happens. If you put x equal to 1, then I will write right hand side first. NC0 plus NC1 into x, that is just NC1, plus NC2 into 1 square up to NCn, which is nothing but now LHS 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 raised to n. Okay. So sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is what? 2 raised to n. Now in the same result, that is this one, if I put x equal to minus 1, see what I get? I'm putting x equal to minus 1. See the cursor. So NC0 as it is plus NC1 into minus 1 plus NC2 into square of minus 1, which is plus 1. So on right hand side, terms are alternately positive and negative. So I will write right hand side first. NC0 minus NC1 plus NC2 minus NC3 plus dot equal to. Now here if I put x equal to minus 1, 1 minus 1 equal to 0. 0 raised to n, that is 0. You will notice that odd binomial coefficients are negative. So we rearrange the terms. So NC0 plus NC2 plus NC4 plus dot equal to NC1 plus NC3 plus NC5. That is sum of even binomial coefficients is the same as sum of odd binomial coefficients. But note that their sum itself is 2 raised to n. We have already proved this. See, this total sum here, this total sum is 2 raised to n. If I say that each sum, or see this, each sum is k. So can I say here that k plus k is 2 raised to n? I can. Why? Because left hand side consists of sum of all even coefficients, which is k, plus sum of all odd coefficients, which is also say k. So k plus k, that is 2k. 2k is 2 raised to n. So what is k? 2 raised to n upon k. That is 2 raised to n minus 1. And hence the result. As I said, we can drop the prefix n and say that C0 plus C1 plus C2 up to Cn is 2 raised to n. C0 plus C2 plus C4 plus dot 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 equal to C1 plus C3 plus C5 plus dot 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 equal to 2 raised to n minus 1. Okay, write down. Give the title binomial coefficients. In that, write down the coefficients NC0, NC1, NC2, dot dot dot, NCN in the expansion of a plus b raised to n, are called the binomial coefficients, of order n, Next line, write down number 1. Write down this. Then we'll express this in words. Write down this. Number 1, NC0 plus NC1 up to NCN equal to 2 raised to n. Just write this much. That is, okay, I'll wait. I'm sorry. That is sum of SUM sum of all binomial coefficients, of order n, sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is 2 raised to n, Then write down this. That is sum of even coefficients, that is sum of the even coefficients is the same as sum of the odd coefficients, and each sum is 2 raised to n minus 1. Next line. We can drop the suffix n. We can drop the suffix n. Exercise 4.5. First sum, show that C0 plus C1 plus C2 up to C8 is 256. Now, sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is 2 raised to n. So to just put n equal to 8. Why 8 only? Because C0 plus C1 up to C8 is asked. Now it is 2 raised to 8. 256. That's it. Third one, show that C1 plus C2 plus C3 up to C7 is 127. Now, sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is 2 raised to n. Put n equal to 7. So C0 plus C1 plus C2 up to C7 is 2 raised to 7, which is 128. Now we are asked to find C1 plus C2 up to Cn. So bring C0 to RHS. So 127 minus C0. Actually C0 is 7 C0, which is nothing but 1. So 127. Take your own time. Fourth for homework. In fifth we will. Okay, you try. Then I'll explain. Try sum number 5. Fifth one, show that C0 plus C2 plus C4 plus C6 plus C8 equal to C1 plus C3 plus C5 plus C7 is 128. That is, sum of even coefficients is the same as sum of odd coefficients, and we know that it is 2 raised to n upon 2, that is 2 raised to n minus 1. See, if this is asked only for 1 mark, we can directly use the result. But if asked for 2 to 3 marks, it is better that we actually prove this. See, first part we need not prove. We directly use that sum of all binomial coefficients of order n is this. Now put n equal to 8. So C0 plus C1 plus C2 up to C8 is 2 raised to 8, that is 256. But sum of even coefficients is same as sum of odd coefficients. Suppose each sum is k. Then we rearrange the terms in 1. So k plus k is 256. That is 2k is 256. So k is 128. And that is why C0 plus C2 plus C4 plus C6 plus C8 equal to C1 plus C3 plus C5 plus C7. That is 128. Now this is an important and interesting sum. Seventh one, show that C0 plus 2C1 plus 3C2 plus 4C3 up to n plus 1 Cn is n plus 2 into 2 raised to n minus 1. Just listen to me, but please do write the solution after the lecture. Now, C0 plus 2C1 plus 3C2 up to this can be written as what? C0 as it is. Twice C1 is C1 plus C1. Thrice C2 is C2 plus twice C2. 4C3 is C3 plus 3C3. And n plus 1 Cn is Cn plus NCn. Right? Now, C0 plus C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus Cn. I have made two groups. So in the first group, this is sum of binomial coefficients of order n. It is 2 raised to n. Now, this C1 is already considered. This C1 I can write as NC1. Then twice NC2, thrice NC3, up to n times NCn. Now what is NC1? It is n. What is NC2? On simplification, it is n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial. What is NC3? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 3 factorial. And what is NCn? It is nothing but 1. Next step is important. Take n common. If you take n common, you get n into this. Now, can I replace this 1 by n minus 1 C0? Yes, I can. Can I replace this n minus 1 by n minus 1 C1? I can. Similarly, this is n minus 1 C2 and this 1 is n minus 1 C n minus 1. Now note that this is sum of binomial coefficients of which order? n minus 1. So it is 2 raised to n minus 1. So this is 2 raised to n plus n into 2 raised to n minus 1, which is what? 2 into 2 raised to n minus 1 plus n into 2 raised to n minus 1. Now, if 2 raised to n minus 1 is taken common, you get n plus 2 in bracket. Hence the result. Isn't it interesting? Now, miscellaneous exercise 4. First question, select the correct answer from the given alternatives. First one, the total number of terms in the expansion of x plus y raised to 100 plus x minus y raised to 100 after simplification is. Now in the expansion x plus y raised to 100, there are 101 terms. Similarly, in x minus y raised to 100, again there are 101 terms. See, in x minus y raised to 100, terms are alternately positive and negative. So all the terms are the same, except in the second case, terms are alternately positive and negative. So when you add first, third, fifth up to 101st, so in all these are 51 terms. So correct option is B, Bombay. Second, the middle term in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to 2n will be. Now 2n is definitely even. So number of terms is odd. So there is only one middle term, t 2n by 2 plus 1. So tn plus 1. That is n plus first term is the middle term. Correct option is C, Calcutta. Third one, in the expansion of x square minus 2x raised to 10, the coefficient of x raised to 16 is. Let us find general term. So it is tr plus 1 10 cr x square raised to 10 minus r into minus 2x raised to r. So it is 10 cr x raised to 20 minus 2r a raised to m raised to n a raised to mn minus 2 raised to r x raised to r. So 10 cr minus 2 raised to r. Okay. Now x raised to 20 minus 2r plus r. So this index must be 16. Why? Because we are asked to find coefficient of x raised to 16. So that gives me r equal to 4. So what is that coefficient? 10c4. You won't get this value directly. You have to write this as 10 factorial upon 6 factorial into 4 factorial. What is minus 2 raised to 4? 16. So 3360. Correct option is C, Calcutta. Now fourth is difficult one. The term not containing x in the expansion of means constant term. 1 minus x bracket square into 10th power of x plus 1 upon x. Now it is 1 minus x bracket square, 1 minus 2x plus x square. Now we need not write all the 11 terms. We begin with 10c0 x raised to 10. Actually, only 2 or 3 terms are important, but it is not that easy to guess those without expanding. See, I have stopped after this because in that case, denominator's power increases by 2, so x raised to 4 and so on. So these many terms. Now 1 into, which is the constant term here. See, x raised to 5, see the cursor, x raised to 5 gets cancelled. So 10c5. Then x into, we need 1 upon x here, but we won't get 1 upon x. Why? Because you will notice that index of x finally is even. So 10, 8, 6, 4 and so on. So if you multiply any of these terms by minus 2x, you won't get term independent of x, that is constant term. Now x square into a term 1 upon x square will be a constant term. Now 1 upon x square means which one? See the cursor, this one. And therefore constant part is 10c5 plus 10c6. You may evaluate this, but if you know the result, NCR, that is why I have written 10c6 first, NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1 CR. Just a minute. See, this is NCR, right? NCR plus NCR minus 1 is n plus 1 CR. I'm sorry. This is 11C Is this answer given? Just a minute. Yes, actually, what is see 11C6? It is not given in the option because it is same as 11C5. Why? NCR is NCN minus R. What is 11 minus 6? 5. And that is why correct option is A, Ahmedabad. Actually, fifth is similar to sum number 1, but only difference is there is minus sign. So all terms are positive. In second, terms are alternately positive, negative. Terms are the same, signs are different. So when you subtract first, third, fifth, seventh, ninth, these 5 terms get cancelled. So only 4 terms remain. So what is the correct option? It is A, Ahmedabad. Sum number 6. 14C1 plus 14C3 up to 14C11 is, see, sum of all odd binomial coefficients of order 14 is 2 raised to 14 minus 1, right? But in that 14C13 is missing. So subtract 14C13 from 2 raised to 13. But 14C13 is nothing but 14 only. Because 14C13 is 14C1. Or you can evaluate this also. So 2 raised to 13 minus 14, which is given in option B. Then sum number 7. The value 11C2 plus 11C4 up to 11C8 is same. Sum of even binomial coefficients of order 11 is 2 raised to 11 minus 1. But 2 terms are missing. 11C0 and 11C10. 11C0 is 1 and 11C10 is 11. So answer is 2 raised to 10 minus 12. Correct option is D, Delhi. Now sum number 8. In the expansion of 3x plus 2 raised to 4, the coefficient of middle term. Index is 4, 5 terms, third term is middle term. So T3 is T2 or T2 plus 1. So 4C2. 3x square 2 square, only coefficient is asked. 4C2 which is 6, 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, 216. Correct option is D, Delhi. Ninth, the coefficient of 8th term in the expansion is, so what is that? T8, T7 plus 1, 10C7, 1 raised to 3, x raised to 7. So this is the coefficient part. 10C7 comes out to be 120. Correct option is B, Bombay. 10th one, coefficient of x square and x cube in the expansion of 3 plus ax raised to 9 are same, then A is. So 9C2. See, I have omitted few steps because see, in the first it will be 3 raised to 9, then 3 raised to 8 into ax. So in the third term, so it will be what? 9C2, 3 raised to 7, a square x square. We are not interested in x square. We are interested in coefficient. On RHS, it will be 9C3, 3 raised to 6, a cube, x cube. So equate coefficients. 9C2 is 36, 3 raised to 7, 3 raised to 6. So 3, a square, a cube. So A on RHS. 9C3 is 84. So what is A? 36 into 3 upon 84. That is 9 by 7. Correct option is D, Delhi. So that's it for today.